Dear viewer, and welcome back to our playthrough of Pathologic 3. I hope you had a wonderful beginning of your week, and I hope it continues until the next time we meet. But it's too early to start that discussion now. In the last episode, we had tied up Day 6, and I do have quite a few things to say about Day 6 with Burdock, and I'll get into that in just a moment. But to finish the recap, we entered into Day 7, and it seems that, all the citizens of the town were put on trial by an inspector from the capital named Karminsky. And through what I would only imagine is some tortuous game, I have sat in judgment of all the main leaders of the town, but I've successfully managed to exonerate each and every single one of them, so at least they get to live another day. However, I feel like that fiendish game is still afoot. Going back to Burdock for a second, things are going to be slightly out of order because I did go back to Day 6 to try to diagnose what was wrong with our dear friend Burdock, and it turns out that what was wrong with Burdock was essentially me, and I'll show you in just a moment. Oh, and of course, it goes without saying, if you enjoy your time here, please consider subscribing so that you can find your way back home. So, let's begin our day. So, I'm going to just dive right into it. I know these patients are, let's go, Gannett, okay, Hardman, Grouse. All right, so here's the thing. I did that. Okay, let me actually do it. I haven't seen my patients yet. All right, so the thing was that, and I forgot that I was going to read these later. So I was correct. Burdock did have headache. They did have fever. They definitely had red eyes, but, apparently I'm going to go ahead and assume that they were just like that throughout their entire life because they were so sensitive about it. But the one thing, dear viewer, the one thing that I didn't take into account for was the model itself was doing a coughing animation, and I just completely bypassed it, didn't even really take that into consideration, plug that in, and there it is! Influenza! That's what Burdock actually had. So, equipped with that, I started the day again. So, just to recap, everything about Day 7 is still intact. Everybody is still exonerated, or acquitted, whatever. Maybe not exonerated, but acquitted of all these issues. So good stuff there. However, our fateful talk with Maria is now going to be taking place in a different location instead of outside the church. Hello, everyone. As you can see, I went ahead and implemented that new vaccine mandate. Medical inspection, fine. Yes, great. Okay, good. Medical inspection. Okay, good. I just want to make sure that I don't do the rat one, because I have a feeling that's going to be a problem, because, the old Skaven so-and-so was so very upset with me. But, as you can see, we opened up a lot more days left into this town because of this vaccine mandate. So, looks like we still have a bit more gameplay ahead of us. Now, let me see if, give me all this. Oh, and another thing, dear viewer, that I realized. Not realized, is apparently the material for collecting slides is just right next to the microscope in one of the bureaus that I just blatantly looked over because of that tried and true mini moose incompetence. So at least you have consistency. So let's get back to our talk with Maria.
There's still life in me, more life than can be lived.
And Daniel, my father's in the crucible. He's in a bad way. You have to examine him as soon as possible. I implore you.
What happened?
Early in the morning, the Inquisitor came to us. He pressed charges against my father and carried out the sentence right there on the spot.
What kind of charges?
He said something about impossible objects, and that father is being accused of instigating the creation of such objects. Please, we have little time. You have to help him. His condition is very bad.
All right, well, but at least tell me exactly what it was the Inquisitor did to him.
The Inquisitor touched his forehead and said something quietly, and since then, Father's just been sitting down, looking straight ahead. It's been several hours. I've never seen him like this. He just has this glassy stare, totally blank. It's like he's turned into an impossible object himself. Why has the Inquisitor come to him of all people? The Inquisitor mentioned Yulia Lyuricheva. He said Lyuricheva did something commissioned by Father, and that it was an assault on reality. It's her fault. Because of Yulia? What is her guilt exactly? Why are you so sure of it? A few days ago, Father said he no longer needed her service and asked her to leave the town. She got mad and decided to have her revenge. She visited the Inquisitor and framed him. Framed my father. Why has Victor fired her? I don't know. Does it matter? Why do we even care about these things? My father is the victim here, and you're questioning me about Lyuricheva. I wouldn't jump to conclusions if I were you. This is really not like Yulia. She's holding a grudge against Victor. That much is true, but giving him away to the Inquisitor? I don't think so. You say that, Dankovsky, because you haven't seen Dad yet. You haven't seen what the Inquisitor has done to him. All right, I'll go to the Crucible and examine Victor at once. All right, so we have a new heading. We are going to go and inspect the Inquisitor. Did I already? Hello, Tater Tot. Mwah. Good morning to you. Welcome back. You were dearly missed. Oh, I'm serious. I need to make a crocheted plush of you, you orange beauty. All right. So, before we get really into it, what do you have for me? Strychnine crystals, which is going to be good for something. Yes, K-Cactus. Actually, you know what, dear viewer, K-Cactus, yes, it turns out your suggestion actually won. Look at Tater Tot in all his beauty. Mwah. And Led says, Tater Tot in the background being the good cop and or bad cop? No, Tater Tot will always be good cop, or good cow. That didn't track, but you know what, viewer? It's fine. Right. Yes, let me see how much, murder juice. I have plenty of murder juice. Excellent. So, that's good. I have no medicines to mix. Let's just go on and get on with our day, and let's just go ahead and kick the nearest object so that, you know, good old Daniel can, we'll actually speed up just a hair. Led says Tater Tot is the best character, is a good cow. Led, I believe I told you in one of the previous episodes. Any more cracks like that, and I will be, well, I won't do anything. But you've been warned. So there. All right, so here we go. We have, oh good, what a lovely fixture. Those are very high. Listen, I don't mean to, you know, tell anybody how to do their job, but we're going to need a stepladder if you want to see some justice being served here. So let me go to the Crucible. Do I have to bypass you folk? I sure do. What's up, dogheads? Oh, look, here he comes again. So, you found the genie yet? What genie? Oh, the old man's definitely not getting any younger. Got the memory of a giant, ancient goldfish. You were asking about the genie just yesterday. I talked to you? When? What did we talk about? 3 days after Simon died. I think that we've got better, one more time with feeling. 3 days after Simon died. Think we got nothing better to do than tell you the same old thing over and over again every day? Third day, you say. Got it. Okay, so we're going to have to do some jumping around, it seems. So, yes. The children on the third day refuse to speak themselves. What do we talk about? Maybe if they let me into the tower, maybe they even let me into the tower that day. They did. They sure did. Led says, Tater Tot is utter cover? Deep utter cover. Oh. You know what, everybody? It's been a good run, but I think I'm going to scrap the whole thing. Everybody, I hope you have a wonderful week. This might be the last episode. You can thank Led for that. I just can't carry on. Where's my Derringer? All right, anyway. Let's go and see what else we have for sale. So, Victor is being punished by... Okay, I don't know why I did that.
Victor is the only one who's Victor is the... Okay. All right, here we go. Let me go to Victor. I got confused. I thought he was... You said it was in the Crucible. Pretty sure they said it was in the Crucible. Not entirely sure. But we're going to go ahead and find Victor. I'm sure Victor's going to be in great spirits. Victor, always just a bundle of laughs. What do we got, buddy? Where are you? Am I even in the right part of the building? Allegedly. Oh, that's a problem. When Tater Tot makes an arrest, they should shout, "Don't move." God damn it, Led. Listen, read the room. If you know who this is, you know that this is a problem. Why are you here?
Is this disease indeed as deadly as they say?
I will say no more. No more. Maria's worried about you. She says the Inquisitor did something to you? I will say no more. Do you remember who I am? What's my name, Victor? I will say no more. No more. Did the Inquisitor really give you such a scare? Okay, he's just going to repeat himself. Allow me to take your wrist. I want to take your pulse. So that's what Maria was talking about. Pupils dilated, don't respond to light, gaze fixed. Look at me, Victor. Okay. Alright, I'll admit I'm witnessing something for the first time. Dear viewer, if you remember, any... Heisenberg? Led? Oh. Okay. Yes, that's true. This whole Daniel Dankowski, this is right before it turns into Walter White. And, but can I talk to you? I can. He won't tell you anything. I'm the one you should talk to. What's the matter with him? The answer to that question is a matter of perspective. What makes a person alive? Is there biological process, or is it their biological processes or mental ones? The heart or the brain? Someone can be dead even with a beating heart, and physical life is, alas, perfectly compatible with metaphysical health. Are you saying he's beyond help now? I'd say he's no longer in need of help. Inquisitor Karminsky carried out his sentence. Whosoever stands accused of assaulting reality must be banished from it, derealized. That is the law. According to Maria, all Karminsky did was touch his brow. Can a single touch really destroy a person's mind? As you can see, it can. If you're interested in the technical details, you should ask the Inquisitor. A victim of homicide is seldom informed as to the technical details of the deed. How specifically did Victor assault reality? What could he have possibly done to deserve such cruel punishment? It was all because of a street in the atrium. Victor had entrusted Yulia Yuracheva with one of the town's key projects, a street that created realities. A street where a person could see every possible permutation of their fate, but something went wrong. The street wasn't working as intended. Instead of conjuring up possibilities as it should have, it drove people to a nightmarish state of insanity. Nightmarish how? What did they see? What did they see there? The street was working backwards, for a lack of a better term. At first it appeared the street was broken and walking. It yielded no results. And then Victor found out there had been cases of people going insane after visiting the atrium. Those affected included a postman, a milkman, a beggar, and another man who was prone to obsessions. It took Victor a while to realize what they had in common. Would you like to guess what it was? None of them walk in a straight line? Yes. Victor realized the street revealed itself to people who walked in a specific fashion, moving from one porch to the next. He discovered by experiment that you had to start from the cathedral square, stand on the first porch to your left, and follow the sound from there. Okay, all right, this is interesting. I will have to remember this. So we start in Cathedral Square in the atrium, and stand on the first porch to our left, and then follow the sounds. Or I'll just be driven into insanity. But that's no great loss, losing one's mind, specifically mine. What did he see there? He saw that the street wasn't working as intended. He saw that Yulia Yuracheva made a horrific mistake that doomed the entire town. Could you be more specific? I've told you all you need to know, Doctor. I know what's on your mind. You're about to decide to test the street for yourself and find out if it's true. I won't be able to stop you. Just know that you absolutely should not do that. You're making a mistake. Okay. So what if it's the other way around? What if I walk the street, learn my future? Am I able to change it? Victor liked to tell the parable of the appointment in Samara. Of course, he tried to fight back, only for his every step to try to bring him closer to the inevitable end, to what he'd seen when he walked the street. He didn't just see his own execution, he saw the town, his town, perish because of the plague. And every day since, Victor watched all the things he'd seen in the street become reality. You're making it sound like it was the street and Victor walking it that brought the plague to the town. Okay, that's fine. Do you have anything for me? You do not. Can I loot any of your stuff that I didn't already do? Yes, you have stuff for me. You have tradables. That's going to be very good for me. All right. Anything else I can steal from you? I mean, reappropriate to the medical foundation? Let me see. Hold on. Just give me one moment. I just want to check on something. Okay, that's fine. Return to game. All right, so let's go. Do I have anything that can give me a little bit of a pep? I do. Okay, great. That'll do for now. Let me go to the Inquisitor and find out what the heck Karminsky actually did. Let's see. All right. Karminsky! Hey, buddy. What did you do?
Step 1, cut. Step 2, clean. Step 3, now we can talk.
What is it, Dankovsky? Did you forget something here? You held a trial of the town's ruling families at the cathedral today, but you came to Victor Kane in person. Why? If you'd been to the Crucible, you must already know what I did and why. Victor Kane had been found guilty of assault on reality. The Inquisition believes his actions posed a serious threat to the state. What specific actions? What did he do that was so bad? He commissioned an impossible object, and quite a dangerous one at that. I thought it was creating an impossible object, not commissioning one that was punishable. Punishment is on a case-by-case basis. The degree of guilt is established according to the degree of reality subversion attempted. Victor Kane's commission makes him the mastermind of the attempt, which, if anything, is an aggravating factor in our circumstances. Sometimes I get the feeling the Inquisition regards breathing air as an aggravating factor. Congratulations, you're beginning to get the gist of how the law operates. Not that Victor was punished for breathing, of course. His crime was commissioning the creation of an impossible object in the atrium, a street that multiplies realities. While the street exceeded all the creator's expectations, it has an unpleasant flaw. Rather than multiplying realities, it collapses them down to a single scenario, the most horrifying possible future. The Inquisition believes that an object like this poses a threat to the state. Are you going to do the same to Yulia? We'll decide that later. So far, we're still at the evidence-gathering stage. Have you tried walking the street yourself yet? Have you? I asked you first. You forget yourself, Dankovsky. Looks like you're still playing Inquisitor. I do the questioning here, not the other way around. Tell me, have you already made the mistake? Have you walked the street? Do I look like a fool? I haven't done it yet, idiot. I'm gonna do it later and get my mind crushed, but I'm not doing it now. I think I'll politely refrain from comment here. If you value your own future, stay away from the street in the atrium. Well, shoot, now I'm intrigued. I am intrigued. What? Are you going to assassinate me again? Is this your fault? No, before I do, this looks like lootable items. Gimme. 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 Nothing. Nothing. Useless. Alright. You here to kill me? No? Oh, great. Thank you. I appreciate your, restraint. Alright. So, dear viewer, guess what we're gonna do? We're going to risk total sanity collapse. Isn't that fun? After I just, shuffle my feet
as slowly as possible. I already kicked that? Come on. Okay, here we go. All right, let's go to the street. We start on the first porch to our left, then follow the sounds. Are you here to convince me against that? Well, well, who comes here? Another curious gawker. Another smart aleck believing he can overcome the street's curse. Away with you. Shoo. Get out of here. I'm not going to do anything. I'll just take a look. Yeah, you can't kick it. No, it's already... That one water spout has already earned my wrath enough. So I guess lead, I cannot... You know, it's too much. It'll be overdoing it, really. I don't want to break public water supply. I'm not doing anything. I'll just take a look. I'll explain this once more. The street is dangerous. People lose their minds walking it. Exactly how it happens, I haven't found out yet. And I wouldn't advise you to try, unless you want that fashionable big city haircut of yours to crown a hollowed-out pumpkin. The consequences will be irreversible. You're not the first one to warn me about it. I'm telling you, people lose their minds here, as well as the endings to their stupid lives. Not all people, to be fair. There is some secret, some kind of special route, which can be chosen by chance. Don't risk it, and especially don't try to find this route on purpose. I know it already. You have to walk from one porch to another, probably beginning with the one you're standing at. There must be a reason you're standing at this certain spot, right? I'm tired of arguing. If you're so set on ruining your fate, then go on. I can't forbid it. I'm not on duty. No one's placed me here. No one's giving me the order to board the street off from passerby. Though they should have. The consequences are irreversible. Irreversible! What's done can't be undone. Well, I don't understand the panic to forbid something. I need to be certain it's harmful first. Experimenting then, huh? On yourself? On volunteers? Might just so happen there won't be anyone left to interpret the experiment's results. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe I'm one step from a fatal mistake. I can promise you this, I won't rush into experimenting head on first. I think I'll think everything through. Okay. So... Okay. It's a strange... Victor won't confess, so I'll demand an answer from Georgie. Alright, so before I start walking into my own doom, let me go ahead and, let me go ahead and actually, get as much information about this impossible street as I possibly can before I just start running around all William-nillium, as they say. Let me get another dose of, I don't know, most likely poison. Let's just drink that right down, make us feel better. Yum, yum. All right. So we go on. I'm just going to trade to get more stoof from this little child. Hello. What do you have for me? Oh, you have another package. I only have 5, though. What is this? Twirine? Oh, too much. Too much, too much, too much. And you have glass here, which is the cost of 5. You know what? Just for experiment's sake, I am actually going to take this because I want to see what this does. And I promise I will do it before the day is out. So... I'm still slow as mole butts. But we're going to continue onward. Georgie! What is with this street, dear friend? And you gotta finish this, man. I don't even know what it is. Can I peek? There's no crouch button. All right, what do we got?
An umbilical cord connects the Earth and the cosmos. It is a ladder, a spring, a bowstring. It is you.
Okay, Georgie, you gotta stop sniffing these glues at night.
Excuse me, Dankovsky, but I'm otherwise occupied at the moment. I know about the Atrium Street. And? What are you expecting, some kind of reward for finding out about it? I'm trying to understand why you've created it. Why would anyone make something that dangerous? The question betrays an amateur in you. The main peculiarity of any impossible object is that the creator never knows for certain what exactly it would turn out to be. It's a question of luck. Bad luck sometimes, like in the Atrium Street case. That's true. The last time I set out to create a peanut butter and jelly, several people died.
Horribly. You never know. You never know what happens when you try to create something. Just be careful, everyone. Make sure you have a fire extinguisher whenever you make sandwiches. Okay. Usually when people begin working on something, they have some idea of what the results are going to be. Do they really? Have you ever heard of Kudogin? I can assure you I have not, and why do you even ask? He was a steppe man who invented barbed wire. He believed, citation needed, he believed he was creating something quite humane. The wire would protect the cattle from predators. Could he have known that his wire was going to be used against people, in prisons, in concentration camps? What is it you're trying to say? When we employed Yulia, our idea was to create a street that would multiply the realities. We wanted any person who's walked down the street to see all the possible branches of his future and to be able to choose. What we have as a result was never part of our plan. But how could it happen? Why did you want one thing and end up with another? Every creation always bears an impression of the creator's personality. We failed to account for that when we employed Yulia. She's an engineering genius, but she has a shortcoming that we missed at the time. She's too rational. She relies on logic too much. I fail to see why that's a shortcoming. Yulia is a skeptic by nature. She's always searching for a single true answer. And now the atrium street does exactly what Yulia's mind does. It doesn't create realities. It reduces them all into one, making it inevitable. Well, why haven't you cordoned off the street then? We don't want to draw attention to it. We are trying to win ourselves some time, find out what to do, how to tame it, overpower it. But it doesn't matter anymore. Victor is no longer with us. All this personal struggle, all your grief has made you forget about the people. What if someone else walks down that street? You're right. I have no idea what to do with the accursed street. Cordoning it off isn't likely to help much, but at least it should keep random passers-by safe. I'll give an order to place the patrolman there. Let it stay off limits for now, until I figure out what to do next. Thank you, and please accept my condolences. Victor didn't deserve such a fate. Okay, so good news. Ooh, marbles. Yeah, marbles. So good news is I saved the town again. Hooray. Note to self. Don't do that when I restart this day. So I'm going to assume what that means is yes. Knock that right off the biscuit. So what I'm going to do is, so yes, something to keep in mind, the next time I start this day, I'm going to take the plunge and walk down Crazy Street. And it's going to be great. Led says, what happens if, say, a cow walks down that street? Honestly, in this universe, cows are more powerful than God, if not gods themselves. So they'd be perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Yulia, where are you bunking out? Just on the other end of the street? Sounds good. Excuse me. Oh,
of Steppe legends.
Oh, she's here.
Fiction.
Sorry, can you just give me a quick second? I just need a match. Just to have. I'm gonna need it later. There you are. Absolutely not. You know what? Screw this. I'll talk to Yulia first. And then I'll combat you. She demon? Hello. Oh, it's the town. Hey, bud. Before I get to you, please tell me you have things for me to loot. Yes? Could you be a dear and let me steal things from you? Wouldn't you be so kind? No? Absolutely not? Alright, here we go.
A woman's nerves can only take so much.
It seems the Inquisitor's arrival has agitated the whole town. I hear that Karminsky visited you in this morning as well. It's always like that. As soon as an Inquisitor arrives in a town, everyone suddenly gets terribly interested in what he does and who he talks to. You've got your own matters to deal with. Why are you worrying about my conversation with him? Victor Kane has been executed. Karminsky has destroyed his mind. What do you mean, executed? What's this you're saying? It means Inquisitor Karminsky has touched his forehead, and now Victor can only say one phrase. I'm not telling you anything. To be entirely true, Daniel, sorry to be a pedant, actually. He says, I will say nothing more. I will say no more, actually. Petty victory achieved. I see what you're getting at, and I don't like it. Don't like it, Dankovsky. Karminsky did pay me a visit. He questioned me about my work for the Kanes. I told him everything. Not a single word I said could have served as grounds for the execution. Let me guess. Karminsky had a special interest for the Atrium Street, right? What did he want to know exactly? Nothing special. Technical detail. Turned out he's pretty well versed in everything that's connected to psychogeography. I suppose he could create impossible objects of his own. Perhaps he had, even, before he's taken the Inquisitor's oath. What if I walk down it? Are you ready to guarantee I won't lose my mind? No. You do know what it is exactly that this street of yours does to people? What do you think, Dankovsky? I'm the one who created it. Of course I know what it does. It shows to anyone who walks down it a certain way of the variations of their future. It's like... Led says Psychomantis? It's like, yes, Yulia knows that I like Castlevania. That's just I didn't even walk down the street. I was told the street does exactly the opposite. It doesn't show the variations. It reduces them to just one. The worst one. That's impossible. Why are you lying? Tell me, what have you seen for yourself when you had walked down it? I should have known. You haven't walked it yet, have you? You've created a monster of a street and you never even dared walk down it. We've only been acquainted for a short while, Dankovsky, so I'll forgive you this indiscretion. The truth is, an old injury has left me limping with my left, and this limp prevents me from walking down the Atrium Street. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. I'm just trying to understand what's going on. Go away. This conversation is over. Tell me this, at least. Is there a way to disarm the street before it's broken someone else? No. Very well. All right. Okay, here we go. Right. I wish I had more mania on me. All right, dear viewer, I'm just going to be a little bit quiet while I try to find the sound of the tree. So we're going to be very especially quiet during this time. Are you behind me, you son of a so-and-so? Where's the clicking? By the clicking of my tongue. A freaking earth tree. This way. No, nothing? Alright. I am so very slow. I have nothing for you, I apologize. Also, you're not real. You're just a figment of my imagination. There's nothing for me to kick here? Oh, wait, this is something. Give. Well, I have more matches, so you know what? That's not terrible. I'll take it. Okay, but the problem is that I need to be... Yep, there you are. Hey, buddy. Go away, please. Yes, yes! Gimme, gimme. I need to kick you. Thank you. No! No, 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 no. Bye, everybody. Okay. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Come on. Reveal your secrets to me. You are just going to be very annoying about this, aren't you? Nope, that's depression. Don't need that in my life. Don't think anybody needs that in their life. Alright, come on. Where? 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 Yes.
Misophonia.
Yes. Come on. I can't hear it. But I will take this. Yep. Loot it! Loot it now! Run! Where? Where am I even? Okay. So I should walk down that main street. Okay, so I'll walk down through here. Where am I now? Okay, good. This is where I want to be. Nope, not fart gas! God dang it!
Creak. Like a gunshot.
Let me get some breathing room here. No. Nothing here. Alright, we turn. Actually, you know what we do first? We drink a little bit of that mercury. And we move on. Yeah, where, what? Oh, good. Okay, great. Oh, 11, that's not good. Kick. That didn't do anything. No. I need materials. Where? What about here? Yes! You hear it? No, not this way. This way. Yes, the ticking. It's in that courtyard. Okay, come on. All right, here we go. No, the fart gas! There you are. Oh, hello. Hey, buddy. Go away, please. Please give me some time.
I believe this is real. Someone's
Okay,
pulling out
alright.
the strings.
Okay, come on. Let me load this up. You stay right there. Come on, just stay there for a little bit longer for me. No, where are you? 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 Where? There you are. Go away. Come on. Load this up again. Great, I have the sample. Go away. I just can continue down this street, right? Yes, continue down the street, make a left. Don't get sucked in. Don't get sucked in. No. We're saving it. Okay. Nailed it. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go back to the still water. But first we go through this infected district. Absolutely amazing. But at least I know that not too shabby. What? No. Right? No. Right. I'm just gonna go this way. Can I still... No? You're still gonna make me go through that district? Can I go... into here? No? You won't let me go in here? Of course not. Okay. Here we go. Where do I have to go? Back through the main street. Okay, so we'll just go get slowed down by this. The good thing is I'm not going to be pursued in this area. Allegedly. Okay, and then we'll just cut through here. What? What do you mean? I thought you were relegated to only one area.
Forgot that there's so much.
Nope, that's M. That's N. N is in Nancy. M is in Mancy. Come on. Oh, I'm wasting so much good juice here. Nope. Okay, here we go. Moving. Hit that. That might have been a mistake. Oh. Okay, great. Hi. Oh, wait. Can you give me things? No, I don't have anything to make me feel better, but that would be a great source of amalgam. Let me get the hell out of here. Great. Where the hell am I now? I went too far. Okay, here we go. No, what? No, where am I now? No, too far. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. All right, we proceed back to the still water. I probably didn't have to go all the way to the still water, but I did it anyway. Here we go. Now oh, hello. Oh. We have, an X-Man in our midst. All right, here we go. So... I really don't have anything in there to recharge my thing, but whatever. It's fine. We don't need it, because we're skilled. We have abilities, and it's great. Prepared. Focus of the infection must be limited today while the product lasts. Great. Good. Let me douse myself in mercury. Great. And I'll leave it at that. Okay, here we go. We're going back. We got, let me get more matches on my thing, because we are going to have a stakeout. We are going to get rid of the Shabnak for today. And you were in this district. Okay, here we go. All the way back. Okay, I'm going to stay right here. Yes? What? What? No, what? What?
Tchaikovsky.
How
could you?
Okay. Okay, you can relight. All right. I'm ready for you. Come on. Stop trying to kill me and kill me! There you are. Come on. Come on. I'm ready for you. Come on. Perfect. That's the one. Kamehameha! Yes. Good. Totally not stressful. Everything is fine. I'm going to go into this district and do a little bit of trading because I desperately need supplies. All right. Hello, everyone. How are you doing? We're going to go here and go find the little one. Hello. All right, great. What do you have for me? More glass? I'm tempted. But you don't have anything... I'll take the glass. Never, you know, apparently I need a lot of glass. Get some calomel. Yeah, why not? Always need calomel. Split stack into a singular one. Give up. Boop. Okay, great. Everything is fine. You're good. Goodbye! Okay, so is that lootable? Is that a lootable box? Gimme, gimme. Gimme, gimme. More nuts, more butts, more coconuts. All right, so we did that. I'm just going to set this box on fire, apparently. There you go. Show my disdain. All right, so here's what we do now. Let me take a look at our mind map just a bit. I cordon off the area, which is probably for the best. Let me take a look. Created is dangerous. It will now be barricaded tomorrow. Right. So that's not going to hurt anybody anymore. International characters are probably for a whole reason. Plague time. The wonder of the Canes weren't for this trial. For them, the Inquisitor didn't even prepare the appearance of justice. Karminsky acted as a valiant whatever. The Inquisitor demonstrators demoted Sabarov and forces donors, so perhaps I should express sympathy. Are they around for me to do that? Because I will. I will sympathize. This is usually where this is where they are, right? Here? Yes? This is where Sabarov usually hangs out, right? No, this isn't. This is just the main office. Okay, hold on. Oh, actually, hold on. Before I do that, yum, yum, yum. In my belly goes the healing juice. That's the detention center. That's nothing. Where does Sabarov live? I do want to check that out before I head out too long. Sabarov, where's your house? That's the halfway home. Is it the gut? Sabarov, is this where you live? I forget where you live. I'm just gonna guess here. And dear viewer, I know that you're probably wondering, am I ignoring my patients? And the truth is, shut up. You know, a little bit of tough love, you know, solve some health issues. You know, sometimes you just gotta let an infection play out, you know, see how it goes. This is not medical advice. I do not practice medicine. Not anymore. For reasons. Okay, here we go. Back to the gut. Do you live here? Or is this the Olgimskis? I can't even get into this building. This is because it's the wrong building, you idiot. Come on. All right, come on. Let's go. Where is your... No, that's the Olgimskis' place. That's useless to me. Oh, you brain-dead buffoon. Is that where you live? I don't want to just keep running all over to try to find you, but I do want to see how you guys are doing. Oh, I have to cut through the bad district. Blech. Which means... you guys have probably ruined the most easy route for me. I hear you running behind me. I don't want anything that you're selling, which is, apparently bodily harm. No. Go away. Don't touch. No touches. No touchy, please. I only have enough bullets for, well, actually nothing. I'm not going to shoot at anybody. Alright, here we go. This is just to find out where Saburov lives. Oh, it's getting on in the day. Who the hell are you? There is a street in Atrium supposedly influences fate. Okay, great. I would love it. I would want it. It's so beautiful and everything like that. This house. This is my final guess, and then I'm leaving. No. Maybe if I actually went to the correct house. I just want to give my condolences. Hey, bud. How you living?
Yes.
Have you come to judge me again, Dankovsky? Didn't you get enough at the cathedral?
I've come to ask for forgiveness. I've done you wrong.
Do you think I'm holding a grudge against you? Don't. We're all human, and humans are fragile, easily broken. Especially when an Inquisitor does the breaking. You haven't done anything wrong, Dankovsky. It's all my fault. I allowed myself to be broken. I betrayed Clara. You had no choice. Clara has to understand that. No, she won't forgive me, and she'll be right. Clara was a miracle, a godsend, and I renounced her, rejected her. You realize that's exactly what Karminsky wanted, don't you? To crush you? You have to understand. Katerina and I have been trying to conceive for years, but all in vain. The whole town gossiped about us behind our backs. What a crappy town. Katerina's a mistress, after all. She's destined to perform miracles. And we couldn't even create a child. And then Clara appeared like a glimmer of hope. Fate took pity on us, gave us a daughter. You were so desperate that you took in the first orb. Now, both of these suck, Daniel. Oh, why are you such an awful person? People say Clara crawled out of an empty grave on the night Simon died. Do you think that's suspicious? People say. People say a lot of things. They said Katerina was eating her own unborn children. They're just gossip. Fibs. Clara was a true godsend. She took away Katerina's pain. She was sent to us by fate. And I renounced her. And now Katerina is wasting away before my eyes. Again, Daniel, I hate this. These are not great options. It wasn't Clara taking away Katerina's pain. It was the morphine Clara stole for your wife from the hospital. Clara warned us about you. She said you were heartless, that it was your main flaw, that you couldn't feel another person's pain or empathize. She was right, as always. What do you need, Dankovsky? Why are you here? I don't know. I just wanted to say that you've been treated unjustly. Without you, this town would have been devoured by the plague long ago. I won't forget that. Thank you. None of it matters anymore, but thank you. I'm grateful to you, Saburov, for everything you've done for us. All right, well, we got that out of the way. Bit depressing on that mark. Stripped of titles adopted. Oh, this map is a biggin. No, it's actually about the same size. Okay, so, all right. Okay, I just want to check out something for... Okay, this is Cheminaturalist. Yes, this is all fine. I don't care. Go away. But day 4 is the interesting bit, because apparently, and I don't know if this is something that I can do, but apparently Peter allegedly burned his blueprints for the polyhedron on day 4, and it might behoove me to make sure that he doesn't actually do that. I don't have enough time. No, I definitely don't have enough time to see patients today. All right, let's move on. Okay, yes, back to the horrible district. Yum, yum. Lovely.
Yes, I know I have 2 bullets. Let me just kick a can real quick. Let me actually, while I continue to do that, let me cool up and then, okay, here we go. Hi guys, just passing on through. Nope, I don't want to try your new line of cosmetics. I'm perfectly happy with my Mary Kay, thank you. Nope, no need to get up. Just passing through. I don't want to come to your improv show. Definitely not. I think I'd rather shoot you. All right. What did I, okay. Why am I here now? I'm in the mall. Why did I pick the mall? I don't want to be in the mall. Okay. We move on. All right. So going around trying to not to make mistakes, and I'm doing all of the mistakes. What? An alarm bell? What? I hear a bell. It comes from the cathedral. Oh, for what did... If the Inquisitor killed somebody, I'm going to be very cross. What happened? What did you do? Daniel, take an aerobics class for crying out loud. Okay, here we go. All right, come on. Come on. Hustle your little asthmatic muscles. I know you spent a lot of time inside with lab coats and test tubes, but now it's time to, you know, really buck up there, soldier. All right. What was the alarm? What's happening? What the living hell? What happened? Ooh. No. No, 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 no. No! What? What happened?
Andre. It seemed like death could never take him. He lived as though he couldn't give a damn about any laws of nature or the state. But now I see. I see that the law of gravity affects the Stamatins just the same as everyone else. I don't condone such savagery, but the Stamatins, they deserved it because of what they did to the town. They pierced it with that huge, ugly pin of a tower. Their so-called art is lifeless. Ever since they punctured it with that tower, the town's been bleeding out. Wasn't the pin of a tower commissioned by the Canes? Shouldn't the Canes be held responsible? The tower was a mistake. The Canes wanted the town to be reborn. They wanted to break free of its cocoon and spread its wings. They were looking for a way, but it was the Stamatin Tower that ultimately doomed the project. It pinned our butterfly of a town to the ground forever. That's my opinion. I gather the locals see this town in different ways. For some it's a bull, for others apparently it's a butterfly. So what is it for you? I'd like it to become a miracle. Was he still alive when... Andrew's dead as long as his brother is dead. How could this happen? Where's the Inquisitor? What did you do?
I've heard there's another Inquisitor on the loose in this town. Huh. Intriguing.
My office hours are over, Dankovsky, but for you, I'm willing to make an exception. You wouldn't have disturbed me without a good reason, would you?
So this is what you call justice? Terrorizing people with the gallows?
I'm merely correcting your failures. You've been leading this town for 5 days, and look what you've done with it. There are riots and disgruntled crowds everywhere. Just have a look around. Look at who's talking. You just got here and you've already got blood on your hands. It's all a matter of perspective. You say I've got blood on my hands, but I say I've cleaned up the streets. Besides, the gallows are a bloodless affair. I can't afford your brand of softness and indecision. I know from experience how costly those traits can be. Yeah, at the rate of your cleanup operation is going, you'll outpace the plague within a week. Oh, Christ. God damn it. Okay, alright. Is there anything I could have... There was nothing I could have done to prevent this, right? Ultima, at least I survived the day. Special powers tonight, I think will show his justice. I won't give the Inquisitor such pleasure. I won't witness his cruelty. I already done witnessed it. I hear a bell. It comes from the cathedral.
Just when I thought everything was going so well. Well, relatively speaking. This town doesn't need this type of pressure. We were handling everything on our own. It's all because you wanted to just claim whatever power you wanted to use and just... See how the plague is doing. I did buy us quite a few more days. Where's Eva? Okay, well, that's enough for this day. Yeah, we'll end the day, see the play, and start the day from the beginning. Oh, that's such a... Oh, that's so unnecessarily heartbreaking. See, it never in my experience. Eva, nothing? Damn. What? Did I... Oh, I have one more hour to accommodate for. Sorry. So, that just... I'm sorry. That just, That's... I don't... Weren't you just downstairs at the piano? Okay. Time is weird. Okay, let me just... Yeah, go all the way. Thank you. Okay. Hey, bud.
You won't have time to do anything else today. Would you rather continue tomorrow or yesterday?
Do you think he brought enough pins with him? Who? The man whose footsteps now echo through the cathedral vaults. He needs pins, the kind with brass heads, to mount us all like butterflies and lock us under glass. You mean Karminsky? I think he prefers gallows. Pins and a shoebox. Those are his working tools. He likes to own and admire, but only the dead, unable to flutter their wings or move from their spot. Did he come to see you too while I was away? Oh no, I saw from the window. But that's enough. A person's character trails behind them like a train. The way he looked around our place, as if he'd walked into a museum or a cabinet of curiosities he was thinking about buying from the owner. Guests are always surprised by our town, but under a gaze like his, you want to shrink. You're right about the cabinet of curiosities. He spoke to me about something like that. He's interested in what he called the impossible objects. I remembered. It's called a killing jar. A box or glass vessel with a rag soaked in poison inside, to kill an insect without damaging it, so it looks beautiful later under glass. If only I could figure out which insects he wants for his collection. Today, some whispered that he executed you, while others said he made you an Inquisitor. Tell me, do you feel like you're under glass? More like pinned, unable to move. I pity you, almost as much as I pity our cathedral. Do you think the cathedral will be harmed by Karminsky setting up there? Haven't you noticed? The most important thing was driven out of the cathedral today. It's been so unlucky from the very beginning. Farkhad built it for so long, struggled and doubted, and when he finished, on the very first day, the stained glass shattered. It fascinates me almost as much as the polyhedron. You know, while Peter and Andrew were searching for entirely new, unprecedented forms, Farkhad suddenly decided to turn to the old ones. He learned of a writer who, in our day, wanted to repeat an ancient novel about chivalric romances word for word, to write the same thing, but in his own hand, the hand of a modern man. Wait, you can make out some of the old canons in your cathedral, but it's hardly an exact copy of what it was built before. To build a cathedral like those of old, you'd have to live, feel, and think like people of another time. And Farkhad set out to do just that, but halfway through. I still don't understand whether he changed his mind consciously or lost to himself.
failed to carry out his own design. Such a design must have interested Simon, an attempt to become a person of another time. That's also a way of crossing the boundary of life. Of course, Simon was very interested in the cathedral, at first, and then he stopped. Farquaad himself admitted that the cathedral was just missing something, that was an expectation of a miracle yet to come. When he said that, I wanted to cover my ears. Maybe I didn't hear something important. But they say the cathedral produces time, so maybe the miracle did happen after all? Now that this man is settled in there, the cathedral has fallen silent. You can't look at it like an insect that belongs under glass. I'm afraid I'll never hear it shimmer again, with a flicker of a miracle that may or may not have come to pass. Karminsky will leave. We just need to finally defeat the plague, and he'll leave. He has no reason to stay. And let's see what the players make of today.
Right. Where are we? Act -1. Scene 9. Exposition. Simon and Isidore on stage. Two men have agreed that 5 years ago they made a mistake. We'll bury the specifics, keep them unspoken. Let us not drag dirty linen into the spotlight. Instead, this scene is the realization that today marks the beginning of a new chronology. Are the instructions clear?
Okay, well, I'm also trying to champion my own fate here. Led says, go back and give Tater Tot a smooch. You're right. I think that might cheer me up a bit. Oh, I guess such beautiful things don't get to exist at the pause of time. Alright, so let's go back in the day. And let's take a look at our nodes and see if there's anything I would like to break. Eventually, I do want to... So, final choice. No, I want to abandon the Plague Town. I'm never going to touch this. Inoculation, days of Stillwater. I must analyze its blood, and I already have. What do we have here? Kane Project. The road to madness is paved with good intention. What happened here? Okay, so this is the pathway to check out that street, which I have to admit, I am terribly curious. Peter has been found guilty of his desire to destroy the Primavera masterpiece on the third day. I knew it! I have to go back to the third day at some point and save Peter, and I will do that. But for today, I'm going to go take care of my patients. Their guilt is too obvious to me. It's not guilt. Thankless job. I'm beholding this was truly a show trial. Okay. Yep, courtesy visit in Dabrov, and I did pay him a visit. Adopted his daughter, holds on for his wife's sake. Good. And continue to do that, Sabarov. Times are tough, but we can always reconcile. Alright, we're gonna go see our patients today. We're gonna go see our patients today. I don't need to re-decree, right? Yes, I don't. Alright, I'm gonna go see my patients today. Give me. And we are going to get that vaccine for the day. Eva, we're good? Okay, everyone? Fantastic. If you'll need me, I'll be at the office. Alright, so we can save the Stamatons. We just need to go to day 3 and find Peter and produce the blueprints, and that might buy him some time. The thing is, that doesn't guarantee Peter's life, though. I don't know. I don't think it does. Okay, that's, you know what? But I see a pathway to hopefully get him back. And it should be fine. Is Clara in today? She doesn't appear to be. Alright. Okay, we seem to have a dancing fellow. Alright, here we go. Oh, and by the way, dear viewer, it wasn't this one, it was This one. See, this is where I get my reagents, so that's going to be super important. Quite a collection of folk we have here. Hi, Little.
Signs follow Maria like iron follows a magnet. It's uncanny.
Good day, Doctor. What a day this has been, with the Inquisitor's arrival and all. They barged in before dawn, frightened the patients, and rifled through all our records. But I've already tidied everything up. All they know how to do is interfere with our work. How are you holding up? They say you've already been summoned. I don't want to discuss it. The rumors will reach here sooner or later anyway. Oh, I see. Shall we get to work then? We have 3 patients today. Tutti, the unfortunate Martin, and Amelia, who's been driving everyone mad. Is that a step name? Yes, Tutti means turtle dove in their tongue. The step folk brought her in. Tried to explain something, but I couldn't make it out. I only know the language superficially. All I understood is that Tutti keeps dancing. Won't stop. How exactly has Amelia been tormenting our staff? Well, tormenting. Half the orderlies hide in the corners from her arrogance. The other half practically serenade her. A difficult case. Not sure about the medical side, but otherwise difficult. And the unfortunate Martin? What makes him more unfortunate than the others in this hospital? His wife died of the sand pest. Oh! Can we just have a moment of levity? Please. It's breaking my heart. Oh, this is a hard day. Day 7 is supposed to be a lucky number, but not according to this day. He caught it too, but he's still alive for now. He grieves for his wife terribly. It's painful to watch. Thank you for the information. I'll go have a look myself. All right, we'll start with the far left. You must be Amelia. Another sluggish orderly. Spare me. I require a doctor immediately. I'm bored to death here. I'm the doctor, Daniel Denkovsky, at your service. Ah, you're the luminary from the capital. I'm looking forward to seeing you in action. A person with a decent education is a rare commodity in this town. I'm thrilled to meet an expert in the area adjacent to mine. Adjacent area? Are you a colleague in medicine? Heavens, no. If I were, I would have killed myself on the first day of the outbreak. Quite obviously, this provincial mudhole is doomed now. So no, I'm not a medic. My domain is in a different natural science. Botany. Okay, well, it's a rare pleasure to find a patient who appreciates the scientific approach. I trust I can rely on your full cooperation to secure a diagnosis. Yes, my symptoms. I'm going insane, Dr. Denkovsky. Surely you're aware that this is an occupational hazard for those of us engaged in intellectual labor. Physical ailments plague the common folk and steppe savages, but cognitive development brings a certain susceptibility to diseases of the mind. Well, this is a myth. Any human being can suffer from both physical and mental illness. There's no such thing as a noble affliction or a commoner's blight. In the face of disease, we're all equal. I rather doubt that, although I'm sure you'll be convinced by the evidence. I have visions, waking dreams, hallucinations, you say? 1 minute I'm strolling down the street and the next, I'm lost. I don't recognize my surroundings. Trust me, an educated person wouldn't have those sorts of hallucinations. Hallucinations? What kind? Visual? Auditory? Visceral? Oh, all of them. I'm transported to a different place, a different time. Even my body is different. It's old, disfigured by age, and it's not even the worst part. I see myself old and unaccomplished. Not a single discovery under my belt. No scientific breakthrough. No legacy. Well, I would say that growing old is a luxury in these times. Not even a weed bore my name. No lecture hall held my portrait. I was an old, dying mediocrity who achieved nothing. And it was so real, so terrifying, frighteningly convincing. Hallucinations are a serious symptom. Please, Dr. Denkovsky, prescribe me something to make them stop. Even if it has severe side effects, I'll bear anything not to see this nightmare ever again. Well, before prescribing anything, I have to examine you. The possibility of physical ailment should never be ignored. What do you have for me? Too thin, or is it just me? I'll throw it on the board. No, dystrophy. Well, is it dystrophy? Okay, we'll chuck on dystrophy. But it doesn't play well with hallucinations, so we're gonna just throw that away. Like a good doctor. Okay. Let's check your back. Too thin, or is it just me? You seem to have some sort of striations across your arms. What is that? Hands itching? Inflamed? Let me see. Do we have just inflammation in terms of skin? Skin, red, itchy skin. That doesn't really play well with hallucinations either. I'll leave it in for now. Hands itching, inflames. Do we have... Is inflammation its own thing? Insect bites, ulcers, skin redness, rash? Resembling speckles, so it's going to be black or green, different types indicated. No, there's nothing to... Skin inflammation with characteristics of redness. So we do have a possible burning fever with hallucinations and eczema. I'll leave that be for now. Arms reverse. Nothing there. Legs. Okay, legs and legs reverse. Okay. Okay, nothing of note there. Oh, that's actually a very good question. Amelia, did you go down a particular street? It should have been cordoned off, well, tomorrow. So, Dr. Denkovsky, will you be able to heal my mental ailment? The scientific method, which you're so fond of, demands that I ask you some questions first. By all means, conducting research, verifying hypotheses. You know, it pains me sometimes that the object of my scientific interest is mute. I would love a chance to interview a Monstera deliciosa. Have you been experiencing unusual fatigue lately? You look exhausted. I'm drained by the nightmare, Dr. Denkovsky. That ghastly hallucination renders my entire existence meaningless. What if it comes true? What if I never really achieve anything? Your name will not fade into obscurity, Amelia, not with your passion for science. Thank you, Dr. Denkovsky. I needed to hear that. I know I might sound egotistical, but that's only because I have set the bar so high for myself. I'm simply afraid not to reach it. Bro, same. Perfectionism is something that some of us have to learn how to contest. And it can be draining. You have scratch marks on your hands. Of course I do. I'm constantly working with plants, cutting sprouts, repotting them. Sap is bound to get on my hands. Skin gets irritated. Surely you work with toxic substances. You know how it is. For now, you'll have to stay in the hospital. Just think of a way to survive the boredom. I'll be back as soon as I can. Okay, so she has itchy skin. But, hallucinations for sure. Definitely itchy skin. Not eczema, but nothing... Oh, so weakness and itchy skin. Because it could be something that she got from a plant. But the hallucinations... She also does have memory lapses, but, you know. What is ink syndrome again? Sewage and stagnant body waters? Doesn't feel like that's the right case. Twiarine? No. Fruit typhoid? Meh. There must be something I'm missing here. Loss of condition... what is this? Pulmonal mucus, infectious gut consuming water, tularemia, typhoid. Alright, so this is everything that has hallucinations. She does report... Alright, let's just throw this all on the board and see what we get. Weakness should be in the heart... No, the lungs? Yes. There. Fruit typhoid, which is possible. And then let's throw itchy skin on there just to see what happens. And that gets rid of that. But we have fruit typhoid, which is infectious gut bacteria, sweet fruits and berries, the percent natural early stages. This is... For gradual deterioration of hearing loss in later stage, black rash appears, blood vessels darken. peasants, gardeners, fruit vendors, cooks, and berry pickers. Okay. So we got it down to 3. Let's see what else is here. Visual impairment, hearing impairment, rash, vein damage, slow pulse, tularemia, Twirene syndrome. So what do we have that we can do? So this one doesn't have gut. This one does have gut. This one does have gut. So what I'm going to do is take a sample of your gut health. Finally, Amelia came in complaining of hallucinations, but the chest shows the plague. That's fine. Examination results first. Record the yes. Okay, I'm going to take a sample of your stomach. Give me. Thanks. And then we're just going to go ahead and take this, or take this. Okay. So here we go. We have bop. Let's take a look. There is no sign. Oh, never mind. There you are. Okay, so the disease is affecting the gastrointestinal tract. So that rules out fruit typhoid. Leaves us with tularemia and Twirene syndrome. Has memory lapses, tularemia. Infectious disease transmitted through food, contact with rodents, and insect bites. It's possible. Twirene syndrome. Are you an alcoholic? Okay, so you do have... Yes, so you do have problems with your gastrointestinal tract. Let me talk to you about that. Do you have for now? Nope, I don't have anything for that. Do I have anything I can explore? Ooh. Oh. This is bad. Okay, let me take... Alright, so... Okay, let me throw everything back on the board again. So hallucinations, right? Weakness. But the weakness was explained by that. Itchy hand. The only thing I have... Let me talk to you again. Yes, I ask you some questions first. Conducting research, hypothesis. For now, you have... Yeah, okay. Alright, so I have here weakness and itchy skin. Single, 7th day, studies botany. It's gotta be something. She's got something... So the disease is present in her stomach. She's got itchy skin. Okay, but that really doesn't help with anything. Are the hallucination? Let me... She says that she has hallucinations. She reports hallucinations, but what if I just put in what we have in the clinical picture? So weakness and itchy skin. And visual impairment, no, hepatitis, viral infection. So this could be it because it's in the stomach. This couldn't be it because it's not in the stomach. Itchy skin, weakness, found in the stomach. I mean, that is if I just straight up ignore the fact that she said that she's suffering from hallucinations. Complaining of hallucinations, but the test showed the plague. Hallucinations is the thing that's throwing me through a loop. If I just got rid of hallucinations, the obvious answer would be hepatitis. But I can't ignore the hallucinations. No, stop. Unlock. Okay, so we have, so fruit typhoid, hepatitis. I do want to say caused by sweet fruits and berries. The presumed natural reservoir is a fruit worm larva. I mean, she does work a lot with plants, and that really, really makes me want to say... But it can't be, because the disease is definitively found in the guts. Technical term. Hepatitis, yes. Lead, that's an excellent diagnosis. A severe case of walking down an anomalous street, and also some hepatitis on the side. Hold the fries. Yeah, I'm starting to think, like, I don't know. I'm going to chuck away the hallucinations. I'm going to go with, ironically, my gut and say hepatitis. Okay, dear viewer, this might be a case where we have to revisit this. Well, you have to revisit for a couple of... Oh, wait, hold on, buddy, you're here.
He was doomed anyway. He just would have suffered more than ordinary people.
And this is what you call a hospital? When you told me there was work being done at the theater, I imagined something more substantial. What are you expecting? The town's sealed off. We're making do with what we have. What are you working on? Do you have a plan? I'm studying the patients who have intercurrent diseases, trying to find vaccine. Burdock Jr. is developing a cure. Cub's here too? It's symbolic that we're in the theater, as if all the characters have come together for the final act of the ultimate crescendo. Well, the final act is still far ahead of us, but thank you anyway for coming here, Reuben. Alright, who's next? Oh, the unfortunate. What's up, bud? So here I am. And what's the point? Could have just stayed home. That bad, huh? Treating me? What for? Nothing left of my life anyway. She's died from the plague, my wife has. 20 years together with my sex egg. Smooth sailing it was. Been through everything with her. Poverty, famine. But this accursed blight? Didn't get through this. How do I live now? You might not care for yourself, but you can still help others. Someone's wife might avoid dying from the plague if I diagnose you correctly. Must be going right after her. Cannot. Excuse me for saying, leave the loo these days. Can't keep the food down at all. Been drinking broths, concoctions, no good. Okay, so you have some sort of... You have diarenes. And then, is it nausea that you're also complaining of? Nausea? Well, I don't know about vomiting. I'll leave it at diarrhea for now, because of what you just said. Going out right after your wife? What do you mean? What can I say? Been tough for me, all gray-like. It's like I've grown old overnight after 6 eggs passed on. Home's not like home. Empty, lonely. Broke up some of the dishes, too. Everything's slipping through my fingers. Huffing like an old engine I am, gasping for air. Difficulty breathing. It sounds like you also have weakness, it sounds like. Led says the medical diagnosis is poopy pants. That's indeed true. Please take a sample of the pants and check for pooposity. Do we have weakness? Weakness should be in the circulatory. I'll hold off on that for now. It was because of the dish thing that he said. Alright, first of all, please undress and stand behind the screen. I'll examine you. Alright, heart rate is fine. Empty inspection notes coming. Okay, back. Doesn't seem to be anything of note there. What about your arms? Severe peeling. Chronic or just appeared now? So you have some sort of skin peeling, which I'm going to associate with eczema. Boundaries, peeling may be observed. That does kind of throw a wrench into things. Alright, let's continue on. Severe peeling, chronic, or let me see. Yep. Legs. Nope. Legs reverse. Okay. Let's ask you some questions, bud. Don't leave me hanging, Doctor. Am I meeting Zeke soon? Don't be so eager to pass on to the other side just yet. There are still things to clarify. Go on, then. Clarify them if you need. Makes no difference to me either way. Nothing matters anymore. Do you have trouble breathing? A lot of trouble. It's like I aged half a century after Sig's death. I take 3 steps, and I have to sit for a minute. She's calling to me, my dear one. I guess it's time. If you need anything, talk to the assistants. I'll leave for now. Alright, so I'm going to get rid of eczema. Let's assume that's a chronic condition. We have it bound to 2 symptoms. We have pulmonary mucus syndrome, infectious disease caused by consuming water from contaminated step sources. The initial blow of the illness affects the human nervous system. In the next stage, it manifests through gastric disorders and ulcerative lesions on the lips.
Subsequently, the patient loses appetite and experiences obsessive hallucinations. In advanced cases, breathing difficulties and deafness are observed. And at that stage, a fatal outcome is almost inevitable. Okay, so I want to say that because so far a lot of stuff seems to be lining up. We also have serpent syndrome, an infectious disease resulting from skin infections caused by the fungus Hyacinthum petisum. Nailed it. First try. The fungus is typical for eastern and southern provinces. Cases of infection in the Empire's north are unknown. Presumably, the fungus affects impoverished people weakened by malnutrition. However, native steppe people seem to possess a certain immunity to this fungus. Northerners moving to the steppe provinces lack such immunity and are more frequently affected. The disease starts with localized skin lesions that can later cover a significant portion of the patient's skin. Untreated cases lead to exhaustion, digestive system disorders, and damage to mucous membranes. All discharges from the infected individuals are contagious. Patients require isolation with care and advanced nutrition. Okay. Both of these are possible, because this person has a Stepford wife, a stepwife. And so what we're going to have to do is go for cardio? No. We will test your eyes. We're going to test your eyes. I need a sample of your eyes. Give me your eyes. Give me. Great, thank you. I am going to test your eyes and see if you are pasteurized. Alright, here we go. Let me see. Nothing up here. No, okay. There you are. Okay, looks like you got a disease in your eyes. Great. Oh, your organ is healthy. Okay, great. That's actually good news. It means that if your eyes are healthy, then that means that it is definitely pulmomucus syndrome, allegedly. Still don't know. We'll find out at the end of the day. All right. And then, are you still here? And then the dancing one. Hello, Tuti. Qatar nada. I must Qatar nada. Let the dress rip. Lemu Shuhan come out. You don't look like much of an herb bride. I'll become Kiri Basanga. Sorry, I'll become Kiri Basangan if Bodo wills it. If I drive Mu Shuhan out. No, I can't pronounce that, but I think I've heard it somewhere. Bad blood? What's wrong with your blood? I came to the marshes. I saw slaughter. The boss was sad. He was exhausted. They shouldn't have cut him down, all miserable and covered in flies. Spoiled sacrifice. Since I saw it, I share blame. Got Mu Shuhan. You saw a bull slaughtered? What does it have to do with your blood? You think you've gotten some disease from the bull? She oligon guish. I saw a boss killed the wrong way. Since I saw, that means I helped. Now Mu Shuhan runs within me. I need Qatar. Then I become Kiri Basagan. Then I drive Mu Shuhan out with dancing. Physical exercise does help with certain ailments, but I'm not sure this is your case. Kiri Basagan never gets ill. I need to become Basagan. Qatar everywhere, barefoot on soil, on rocks, on wood. Then all Mu Shuhan will come out. It won't eat my Urman, won't eat my Urkadil. Let's suppose so. Still, try expressing yourself in a clearer manner. Ask simpler, Adem. You say big words, but they ring hollow. Ding-dong like a bell, empty inside, just your tongue striking the walls. Your capillaries, you're right. These terms aren't helping. Have you noticed that part of your eye that is usually white is darkening? After the Buos was slaughtered, I've been waiting for days in fear, and so it came. Shuhan started darkening from the top. Now Mu Shuhan is in my head. It's moving down. What is darkening of the eyes? Darkened eye capillaries. There we go. It brings it down to two things. Wow, that's actually a very specific disease. Neato. How can one tell superstitions apart from delirium? Pray tell me, do you use twirine? Do you drink it? Should not drink too much twirine. Aman burns after. Clouds thoughts. Katir ekir boo. Sometimes you can, sometimes not. So far I can't tell what's happening to you or how to alleviate your condition. Nam dayushi karagi. Just let me do Qatar and I will be healthy. I will. After a physical exam. Alright, so you have some sort of... Okay, is the hospital lighting, or is her skin tone actually uneven? In some place more yellow, others paler. And she has marks on her stomach, cuts and scratches. Alright, so she has... Ah, finally, we have ichthyosis. Uneven skin pigmentation. Wow, that really screwed everything up. So I'm going to get rid of it. Like a good doctor. Heart rate is fine. Everything else, okay. Back. Got scratches. Some places more yellow, others paler. That's fine. You have completely black, just like it says truly evil blood. Alright, so you have blackening, like vein damage. Okay, so far going more towards the 2 that we have. Arms reverse. Well, no, it's still more of the same, isn't it? Alright, let's check out your legs. Completely black, just like the vestinal lines. Truly evil blood. Okay, so she does have that. So far, we have something to go on. Oh, you stopped dancing. What you got for me? I'm talking to you, but I must do Qatar. I must dance. I should not rest. Answer my questions and then dance to your heart's content. Your questions are like dull arrows, Erdem. They sing loud when they fly, but they ricochet all the time. The veins on your arms have turned black. This is severe. Be Kaliki. Mu Shuhan is coming down from my head. Soon it'll reach my feet. I told you so. Why don't you listen? You think I ontako Kaleki? Here, look, it's flowing inside my hands. Keep dancing. I'll step away for a moment. Alright, so let's take a quick look. So we have ink syndrome or twirine syndrome. Ink syndrome, found in sewage and stagnant water bottles, is present in fish tissues. The virus spread across the chemicals composition, resulting in the darkening of blood vessels in the eyes throughout the body's circulatory system. Hallucinations and breathing difficulties in patients may indicate brain damage, and therefore an almost inevitable fatal outcome. Alright, people interacting with specific steppe bodies of water in the Gorkhon, that's fine. And you also have Tyrene syndrome, which is essentially their version of special alcoholism. The patient does report that they don't drink. But let's take a look. So that's that. So we're going to test your skin. So let me test your skin. Oh god, did these not replenish? Whatever. Please stand still for a minute. I won't hurt you. Okay, here we go. Great. I really hope these replenish, otherwise I am absolutely hosed. Alright, here we go. There you are. Yep, no, little back. No, yep, a little closer. Yeah, great, yep, A little bit more. There we go. Alright, great. And it's healthy in the skin. So great. So now, we know that the skin is healthy. So it could be... So we're going to go with ink syndrome. Okay, all today's diagnoses are set. The results will be delivered directly to the still water after 6 in the evening, but it is only 3. Okay. Good work, everyone. Is there a mirror I can break around here? Just curious. Yes, there is. Thank you.
A new me.
Excuse me. Alright, so since we do have some time left, what I'm going to do is check out what this shard of glass does. Great. What have you revealed to me? Oh, you have something's happening here. Alright, so let's go there. Let's see what has been revealed to me. Oh golly gee, I may have killed everyone. I hope you enjoyed my song. I feel terrible about it. Oh, I have to go through the crap district? Oh. Of course. Hello. Hi, everyone. I just need to go over there. Just need to go over. You guys make this so hard. Don't touch me! Okay, here we go. So what is here? Great. Alright, so let's go in and see what the special thing is that you wanted to show me. Shards of glass. Hopefully it's some of your siblings so I can break them. Actually, do I have... What do you... I can't help you. All right, let's see. Kick that.
Boiling, cracking, screeching.
We need to go through here.
Living.
Nope, that's not a box I can loot, but nope, that's not a box I can loot. All right. Come on, where are we? Okay, here we go. Okay, in this courtyard, right over here. Oh. Why are you... What's happening? Hey, you! Go away! Get off the tracks! Choo-choo! You want some candy for the kids? When will the I just want some candy for the kids. When will the candy come? When will the train bring the candy? Vital nuklin kilir yari dagui. Are you... and who are you supposed to be? The shepherd of your flock? The engineers call him Boulder, and the Boulders call him Engineer. Choo-choo! Is Boulder so possible that you're pretending to be him? Boulder can drive trains, and he used to give us rides, sometimes back when the trains still ran. Hey, mister, why don't the trains run anymore? When are they gonna run again, huh, mister? I wish I knew. A train came today, I saw it myself, but there was only one car, with one guy inside. I've never seen a whole car just for one guy before. Yeah, that must have been the Inquisitor. He's the only one who could have arrived today. Was that it? That's the special stuff? Is there still more? No, it's all... Yeah, that was it. That special little interaction where I found out about the Inquisitor that I've already spoken to. What a revelation. All right, well, that's still not going to stop me from trying it every single day. Good thing I have a shard. I have a shard of glass, and I'm going to take it with me to day 3, so I can get the blueprints and convince Peter to, you know, relinquish them, and hopefully he won't have a bad end. So let's go through. Get out of the way. Move, please. Move. Thank you. All right. So let's go, and I think by the time I get to the Stillwater, my report. Can I go literally any other place? Fine. All right, here we go. All right, hello everyone. Yes, it's me. Sorry, I just had to run some errands. Had dry cleaning, you know, it's crazy. You know, you actually have to pay, like, you know, separately to, you know, get your detergents. It's funny, it comes in like a little vending machine. Don't touch me, please. I just was laundered. Moving on. Excuse me. Hello, everyone. Yes. Hello. Please don't get up. I'm just passing through. I know I'm very famous around here. You don't have to really make too much of a fuss about it. Okay, here we go. It's after 6. Let's go. Let's see what we can see. Let's see how horribly I horriblied. Alright. Beep up boop up beep up boop. Beep up boop up beep up boop. I don't like that you're here. Why are you here?
It might not be the best idea to talk to a brick wall.
Good day, Dr. Denkovsky. What are you doing here, Little? Something urgent at the hospital? No, everything's running as usual. Aside from the difficulties you're not already aware of. I'm filling in for our regular courier today. Brought the patient report. Orderly number 33 stepped out for a funeral. The executions, you know. Your orderlies were also affected by Karminsky activities? Evidently. I think this Karminsky calculated it deliberately, so that even if someone wasn't directly affected by it, they'd still be cowed. I'll be frank with you. The orderlies weren't rushing to replace 33. Your emergency command is now right next to the Inquisitor's headquarters. They're afraid to show their faces there. But you're not afraid, I take it? I figure it this way. The Inquisitor will execute whoever he wants, whether you walk past him or not. It's either in the cards or it isn't. And the cards that I'm preoccupied with are our patients' medical charts. What, should we stop working just because we're afraid? Under no circumstances. You know what? Thank you, Little, for your courage. Take care of yourself. Yes? No? No. Okay, I goofed it. Who didn't survive? 2T was fine. I knew it! Your assistant didn't hide from me. Your assistant didn't hide from me that I'm dying after all. The treatment had no effect. It got worse now. I have nothing to breathe with. Nothing to breathe with? Or perhaps my breath was stolen by the thought. This is the end, truly the end. My portrait will never be printed in the textbook. I've achieved nothing. I hope, Mr. Tchaikovsky, you'll have better luck. Amelia Platonova, surely deceased by the time you read this. And I asked for hepatitis, and it wasn't hepatitis. Oh, dear viewer. What's the play here? I got everybody else correctly, but Amelia I got wrong. We're doing it again. We're doing it again. We're doing it again. Excuse me. Hi. You know, Heron, you've been oddly silent this entire time. You don't have any input on what's going on today? Alright, here we go. Alright. We're just going to do this for Amelia. We're going to take this nice and slow. Amelia. Oh, Amelia. Amelia is young and passionate about... whatever. We're going to fix you. Everything else, I think, will have to be as it is. Final choice. Yeah, yeah. But the thing is, we will undo this line. Okay, yes, alright, so let's confirm. Alright, so let's go to Amelia and see if we can't, you know, fix what I broke. Yes, thank you. Yep, give. Okay, here we go. Alright, back at it again. Hello, everyone. Hello. Oh, sorry. Mwah. Love you, Tater Tot. Eva, you have anything to say to me? No, let's get going. Alright. So we're gonna go back. We're gonna talk to Amelia. Because I don't like leaving this as it is. If there's gonna be another Burdock situation, I'm gonna be very upset. Alright. Here we go. Amelia. Alright, here we are. Okay. What could it possibly be? So I'll keep the hallucinations. Let me take a look. Let me throw everything, absolutely everything on the board. Okay, here we go. Amelia. Yes. I'm the doctor, Dr. Nikevsky, adjacent area, colleague in medicine. She's like, no, I killed myself. Hilarious. I understand the endemic steppe flora holds great scientific promise. Only because the savages guard their precious endemic so jealously, these sacred plants are not nearly as fascinating as we're led to believe. Is that so? I was told Twire, Swevery, and White Whip possess potential medicinal properties. Nonsense. Those savages already pronounce anything as miraculous. That is a unique viewpoint. But let's address your health first. Yes, my symptoms. I'm going insane, Dr. Dankovsky. Surely you're aware that it is an occupational hazard for us to be engaged in intellectual labor. Physical ailments plague the common folk and steppe savages, but cognitive development brings a certain... No, I already read this. That's a myth. Hallucinations. 1 minute, I'm strolling the street. The next, I'm lost. I don't reckon... So that's not hallucinations. That's memory loss. Memory lapses. Yes, the facts of loss of memories about recent events or facts from one's biography. That's loss of coordination. Hold on. The signal transfers from the brain to the musculoskeletal system in severe form, falls, and the accompanying injuries and complete inability to walk are observed. So I'm putting in... Wait, what is all selected? Get out of here. Everybody go away. Memory lapses. We start there. And I know for a fact that... Well, actually, I don't know for... Yes, I know that your guts are... sickly. What type of hallucination? All of them. Transported to a different place at a different time. Even my body is different. It's old, disfigured by age, and this is not even the worst part. I see myself old and unaccomplished. Not a single discovery under my belt. No scientific... Wait a minute. The hallucinations... That sounds as though... I don't know if those are hallucinations. Well, I, for one, can relate to that. I've woken up in a cold sweat from that nightmare myself. Not even a weed bore my name. No lecture hall held my portrait. I was an old, dying mercury. I achieved nothing. It was so real, so terrifying, frighteningly convincing. Perhaps you're letting your emotions get the better of you. You're winding yourself up. Please, Dr. Yeah, okay. All right. Let me examine you. Okay. Too thin. So let's go with... Let's throw that. dystrophy. I'm putting... Let me put everything. So let's get rid of memory lapses. She says hallucinations. I'll put that on the board as well. Too thin. Too thinners are just me. Okay. Back. Too thinners are just... What was your heart rate? 65? Perfectly fine. Hands itching. Inflamed. So inflamed hands. Let's just put that on the board as well. Skin. What would it be? Itchy skin. But. Okay. So we have hepatitis again. Is that what I did last time? Hepatitis? Oh, this is not turning out well. Arms reverse. Hands itching, inflamed. She's skin and bones. She's not real lead. She's not skin and bones. She's ones and zeros, which are, I guess, the skin and bones of the human body. Okay, talk to me. All right, so... Yes, have you experiencing unusual fatigue lately? You look exhausted. I've drained to the nightmare Karminsky. The ghastly hallucination risked my entire business is meaningless. What comes are true. Would never actually achieve anything. Is what you did last time. Yeah, right. Am I going crazy, Led? This is like the same thing that happened to me last time with Burdock. I feel like I approached it, but in that situation, I didn't observe that Burdock was coughing. But I'm not seeing anything of the like here. Okay, Amelia, you do realize you've been diagnosed with the sand pest. This is good. Let me be straight. The sand pest. Oh, yes. The orderlies mentioned something about it, but they're just orderlies. They could be wrong. Besides, you're looking for the cure. The hospital was created for this very purpose, right? You'll make your breakthrough, Dr. Denkovsky, and give me a chance to achieve mine. I make no promises. We're making every effort, myself and the hospital staff. The very staff that you treat with such contempt. So when you do find the cure, you'll invite me to the orderlies and accept the accolades, I take it? Don't answer that. Let's get back to your questions. You have scratch marks on your hands. Of course I do. I'm constantly working with plants. Cutting sprouts, repotting them. Sap is bound to get on my hands. Skin gets irritated. Surely you work with toxic substances. You know how it is. And tell me, you've lost weight recently? You're dangerously slender. Wouldn't say sickly gaunt, but... Please, if I were concerned with looking unappealing without my clothes, I wouldn't devote my life to scientific exploration. Do you have an inkling of how stark the conditions in a field trip can be, especially when venturing into the wild for particularly rare specimens? It's no wonder I lost weight. Your case is more complex than I anticipated. The clinical picture remains incoherent. Perhaps there is no clinical picture to speak of. My only complaint is that awful hallucination. Oh yes, I was diagnosed with the plague and some other ailments inhibits its spread, but can't this ailment be of a mental nature? Hallucinations can be caused by an infection, but I'm not certain about the other symptoms. So, your search is at an impasse? For now, but I will break this impasse, I assure you. Oh, okay, this is how we do it. Amelia, I have to go to your house now and break in and touch all your things. Goodbye! We figured it out, everyone! Excuse me, I have to go do a quick B&E, and I will be back to diagnosing my subjects. Gimme. I just had to pick the right... I just didn't have to flatter her. That was the issue. I was too busy trying to be a decent human being, but I had to put her in her place and stop being such a jerk hole. That was worse. That was somehow worse than anything I tried to avoid. I apologize, dear viewer. Let's move on. Let's pretend it never happened. All right, what do we have? Okay, you're on the other side of town. Very, very good. All right, I'm just going to cut through the courtyard. Right to wander. Especially when committing house crimes. Okay, come on. Could just stumble my way over. Daniel! No, that'll depress me. What are you guys looking at? Huh? There's a plague going on. You're all just, like, practically kissing each other. Gotta move on. Alright, here we go. Is it this house? Is this your house? Is this where you live? Gimme. Alright, so I should look around. Anything else? Open up. Alright, what do we got? Going into detective vision. Hello, buddy. Rough day. Then again, aren't they all the same at a time like this? Hard times, eh? Good day to you too. Could you please... Wait, Dr. Dankovsky. Don't you recognize me? I'm the switchman, remember? We met at the Stillwater. Ah, yes, good to see you. Still manning the switches? Any news when the train service will resume? Damned if I know, sir. All the sitting around is killing me. A working man ain't made to be idle. And with my boy stuck out of town, well, it's hard. So how can I help you, Doctor? Your neighbor is in my hospital right now. May I ask you a few questions? About Amelia? I'm the wrong man to ask. I hardly know the lady. A city bird, that one, even if she's stuck here with us all. You know, on account of all that's going on, she spends much more time in the capital than at home, so I rarely see her. So she is a local. I wasn't sure. From the way she talks about it, you'd get the impression she's here on an expedition. Oh, she's a local, all right. Just standoffish. Us common folk aren't her sort. Her parents are rich and they pay for her every whim. Trips to the capital, fancy amusements, all those plants she fusses over. Those plants aren't amusements. Her botanical research might one day bring us new medicine. Or frost-hardy fruit suitable for our climate, if nothing else. Fruit, huh? Like I said, fancy amusements for a city princess. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a simple man, right? Hold on. You say she goes to the capital? I was under the impression she was out on a scientific expeditions, hunting for rare flora. Yes, some expedition. She rides the train to the capital, sir. I see her come and go. I work the switches. She always comes back clean and fancy. Except for the last time. That day I hardly recognized her. Looks like she'd walked the whole damn way. So, let me get this straight. The last time she returned, she looked exhausted? Wait, have you noticed anything unusual about her recently? Not really. You know, Amelia brought a new flower with her again. Usually she hires a crew of porters for all the pots and flowers and such. But this time, she had the damn thing heaved on her own back. Roots wrapped in a dirty rag. I didn't even recognize her at first. Could someone let me into her apartment? Check the flower pot by the door. She keeps a spare key there. For whoever waters her plants when she's off in the capital. Who usually tends to the plants in her absence? Where can I find them? Same place as plenty of the other poor wretches, in the cemetery. She used to pay a distant relative to do it, mother's third cousin or something. One of the first taken by the plague, poor old dove. Well, maybe Amelia caught the plague from her. Alright, but first, we snoop. What is this? Is this anything? What are you trying to tell me? That was nothing. Alright, that was odd. Oh, potted plant. Okay, there we go. Take. Open. What do we got? Okay. What do we got? So we got a potted plant. Does Amelia live in this apartment, or do her plants? Such abundance requires serious care. Huh. I'm no specialist, but almost all the plants look healthy. Except for one. It's already dead or even hadn't taken root yet. And the pot in this monstrosity is different from the rest. The soil hasn't settled, it's completely fresh. Was this monstrosity repotted recently? Probably a trophy from a recent expedition to the south. Well, the forests of southern latitudes are full of dangers and unpleasant surprises. That's curious. Could Amelia have caught some local infection there? I don't think I gleaned everything that I needed to from here, so let me do this. Some things are, of course, familiar. Perhaps it's better to focus on what I'm not familiar with. For example, this monstrosity. It's either dead or hasn't taken root yet. This soil hasn't settled yet. It's completely... It's probably a trophy from the south. Of course, I'm still weak in botany, but plants like that look like this can be poisonous. A pity I have no way to confirm this theory. Someone broke into her place? Just a nervous gave out? Broken in haste? Broken in a quarrel with somebody? Maybe the neighbors heard what happened? Since you're spending apart alone, then all the neighbors have combined. Amelia's definitely not struggling. Thieves would have plenty to take here. Maybe the mess from the thieves? Anything to say about the cabinet? Can I loot the cabinet? Oh, look at that fancy horse. I think there are more expensive than... Yes, okay, great. What do you have? Food. What the... What the hell are you doing here? Hey, what do you think you're doing? Help! A burglary! I caught you, a crook. I'm gonna feed you a knuckle sandwich. Stesha was right. Leave a nice house empty and the rats come crawling in. Easy, kid. Calm down. You're scaring the neighbors. I'm not a burglar. Who are you then? Oh, you're gaunt. You're pale. You're scary. I know who you are. You're the Eye Snatcher. The Eye Snatcher, full of lies. You ain't getting my 2 eyes. I'll punch you till you cry. Crawl the hell away and die. The Eye Snatcher? And who might that be? Stesha told me about him. An ordinary man, nothing to look at, just like you. Always wears gloves, steals the eyes of kids who stay up past bedtime. But if you say the spell and sprinkle salt in your eyes, you won't eat them. Aren't you a little old for fairy tales? Do you actually believe that nonsense? Look, if you ain't a thief and you ain't the Snatcher, then tell me, what are you doing here? What can I say? You're too sharp to be tricked. I'm a doctor, all right. I'm here on business. On business? Important business? Or not that much? Where's the lady who lives here? The pretty one, who's always tired and grumpy. She sent me to the store and then vanished. But now I know everything around here. I can help you with your business. Will you give me a nickel? Send you to the store, huh? Is she too delicate to do her own shopping? Come on, mister. Are you blind? She's royalty. Real class. Though she didn't ask before. Used to carry her own bags from the store, heave around her dumb pots with mangy flowers. And one day, she was too tired and sent me food. Now how about that nickel? She used to be stronger before? How long have you known her? How long, mister? I live right next door. I'm the man of the house. You know, gotta feed my ma and sisters. She started paying me to the run to the store, and I was glad for the work. But now she's gone and she stiffed me. Speaking of which, I could really use that nickel. Alright, so she's got weakness then. I'm gonna knock out hallucinations. Itchy Scrin's fine. Okay. But what we can say for certain is weakness. Okay, we'll keep weakness. There does seem to be... I don't know. Do you notice anything else about her? Was she acting strange, talking to herself? No, I don't think so. Well, yesterday she paid me extra. She counted the money 3 times and still gave me too much. Not that I was offended. I thought she was tipsy, but she never went out for a bottle. I know that for a fact. So, what is that? Loss of coordination, the brain and muscular cells is severe, so fails with accompanying injuries and complete memory lapses, perhaps? But she's not an alcoholic. How do visual impairment? This does open up a lot of stuff. I'm gonna hold on to visual impairment. Did you buy that food on the table? Do you know who she was? Do you know who she was expecting to join her? That was me, all right. But she wasn't expecting anyone. It's all for her. When I first ran to the store, I didn't know her appetite. She gets mighty hungry, so I had to run twice. Now I haul it all in one go and charge for 2 runs, or even 3. Each day is different. She sent you every day and the load was heavy enough to triple your fee? Hey, I ain't a crook, mister. It's a fair trade. No handouts, no charity. She wanted an extra heavy load, so she paid triple, and it was an honest fee. Okay. A shift in eating habits plus weakness and weight loss. What about that nickel, mister? Now listen here, you little businessman. Amelia's in the hospital with the sand plague. Run home and tell your ma and sisters. You all must get checked as soon as possible. You hear me? Now go. Okay, so she has not a loss of appetite, not eating, belching, diarrhea, dystrophy. Sometimes it indicates problems. Okay, so maybe dystrophy? Okay, so far so good. What else do we have here? Let me take a look at this food. One person couldn't handle such an abundance in 3 days. What a feast, and the errand boy confirmed all the food is for her alone. Okay. So, if I take out visual impairment, I'm still left with... Alright, I still have to go and confront so-and-so. Why are you here? I still have things to explore, so let me go back to you. Nope, nothing? You got nothing for me? Okay. Oh, sorry. Just wanted to break that real quick. Nothing wrong with a little bit of vandalism, eh, switch operator? Please don't be assigned to my train. Nothing. Nothing. Am I missing something still? Nothing? What is this? If Amelia's absence a relative took from the planter, while distinguishing Amelia's door from the others... Oh, okay, great, whatever. Alright, I still have to go to the cemetery. Do I have any more insights on this plant? What else did I expect? Such abundance requires serious care. Oh, except for this one. The pot in this monstrosity is different from the rest. Yes, okay, so this is, alright. So someone just recently put this in. Just to the south. Plants like botanists. Pity I have nowhere to confirm this theory. Okay. We're going to go and... Do I have anything to just really pep me up? I don't. I need to go hit some stuff on my way out. I'm going to go to the cemetery. Is that a mirror? Sure is.
So jittery, Dankovsky.
I would love to be jittery. Right now, I'm slogging through it. Alright, come on. Come on. One foot in front of the other, Danny. Anything in there that I can futz around with? No? Great. Oh, this is abysmal. Oh, this is painful. Oh, come on. Just shuffle up a little bit faster. Alright, here we go. Let's go to the cemetery. Because apparently... Oh, and I have to cut through a crap district? Oh, no. And they're not going to let me run through Main Street, USA. And I'm already really depressed. Oh, it's all horrible. Do I burn myself?
Be quiet, you lot.
Oh, okay. Nope. Nope, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me! Ow, for freaking crying out loud. Luckily for you, I have a lot of calomel. Oh my freaking god. Jesus. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, there, trash can. Yes! Give me your sweet, sweet pickings. Very good. Alright, let's go. Where are we? We're just gonna make a right. We're just gonna make a right and go through this area. No, no, leave me alone. And it's empty. Okay, let me see. Use this. Great. Penguin Pizza Pie says there were 2 plates. No, it was all for Amelia. So apparently there seems to be some sort of like something with the nutrition going on. Either way, I'm going to confront Amelia and see if I can get to the bottom of it. In the meantime, apparently, hi, Grace. Gift. Apparently, there is somebody in the cemetery, they said, who might be able to help me understand the situation. Unless I go to Amelia, and then she tells me who her helper is. And then we go and figure that out. There's nobody here. Okay, let's get going. How you doing, Grace? You don't look like you're doing so hot. Well, whatever. Not my problem. Alright, so let's move on. Let's go back to the hospital. No, we're not doing that. We're going to do this. And then we're going to go to the hospital this way. I'm going to kick this can. And we're going to move!
Tired of this noise.
Rolling around at the speed of sound. Got places to go. Gotta follow my rainbow. There we go. All right. Amelia, I have questions. I have so many questions. That's not the way in. Is there a skateboard feature that I could use? Maybe? Just zip my way past around? Alright, Amelia, I have so many questions. Please talk to me. Alright, here we are. Hi. I went to your home, Amelia. You have a spectacular collection of plants. Thank you. It's not my home, though. Just a temporary abode. I wouldn't want to think cramped lodging in a backwater town to be my actual residence. Wouldn't you say your appetite suddenly became excessive? There isn't a university banquet's worth of food on your table. The latest trip was so exhausting, it left me constantly hungry. I'm so famished I couldn't get enough. Would you say your health deteriorated while you were on your expedition? You are my attending physician. That is the only reason why I'm admitting it. Yes, I would say that. But a true researcher never shies from the hardship of the wilderness. I have some bad news for you. That must be where you contracted it. The deep forests of the south. The good news is that this is why the sand pest hasn't killed you yet. Am I doomed, Dr. Denkovsky? I don't want to die. I'm not ready. My name isn't on a single botany textbook. I promise you I'll do all that I can. Okay, that didn't reveal too much. Except I now have it... Well, I know it's definitely not hepatitis. And there is a disease in the stomach. And there is a disease in the stomach. And I'm out of... slides. Well, I know it's not hepatitis. So... for now... Okay, okay. Stay there. Alright. So I know it's not hepatitis. Extreme dangerous contagious described by endemics caused by rare tropical inhabitants, those of hot and humid climates with the okay. I think we have made our choice here. Hopefully that's right. Hopefully you're not dead. We're gonna find out. So go back to bed. All right, here we go. I think we got it, folks. I think we figured it out. All right, here we go. Okay. Gimme. All right, here we are. Back to the still waters.
Never alone. Things everywhere.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. What time is it? It is 5:18. Just need to take a quick... Love you. I'm going to have to take a quick... little bit of a power hour nap. But go back to... there, why not? Sleepy. Okay, here we go. Alright. Hi, bud.
Pigeons
yes,
for some.
Yes, great. I've been waiting for this report, thank you. Hey! We did it! Oh, and all it took was a little bit of tough love, and we figured it out. So now we have another vaccine that we can issue tomorrow. Because we already have one for today. We have 3, 4. 5 should be here. 5 is here, 6, 7. Oh, we may have done this just a hair out of order. Okay, stopping time, medical inspection, protection from the Shabnak, but that's more than enough for this day. So bring it right back down again. All right. Okay, so we have a good thing for tomorrow. Good old vaccine. And with that done, dear viewer, I think that's going to be the end of today's session. So we did get a lot accomplished, and a lot of horrible things happened, and it was really sad, and I hate it. But the next time that I play, so we have our vaccine for the day. Day 7 is going to be put on a brief hold. The next time, actually, let me just make absolutely positively, certainly sherpily durs. None of that made any sense. Let me just check out real quick. It was here, the judgment, and I need to know thankless job, yes. Judgment case, then leaders there, but whom can I help? I helped everybody, but I need to know about Alexander Saburov, the Canes, no. Termites, no. I need to know where... Guilty. Peter. Okay, here. Peter Stamets, okay, what is it? Peter is found guilty of the desire to destroy the blueprints of his very own masterpiece on the 3rd day. So I need to go back to the 3rd day, or earlier, I'm not entirely sure. And I need to stop, or at least procure the blueprints from Peter, so that I could produce them to the Inquisitor, so that hopefully we can avoid the Stamatin's execution. So that's what our plan is for Thursday. So yes, we're going to be playing this again Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So we're going to be going back to the day 3, seeing what we could do about the blueprints, and then what else? And actually probably using the shards of glass there just to see what's special on that day. And then from there, we proceed to day 8 and see what other horrible things Karminsky has planned for us. Which will be fun, in a way that I clearly act sarcastically about. So, honestly, I can't wait. I do want to jump right back into it, but we must keep to a schedule. So hopefully I'll be able to see you on Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And dear viewer, if you enjoyed what you saw, consider subscribing to my channel so that you can find your way back home. I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday and Thursday morning. And with that all said, everyone, have an excellent night, and bye-bye.